What's up, wonderful people of the world? Today I'm going to show you exactly how you can disable ads by page using the Ezoic Ad Manager. This system has changed a bunch of times, and all of the previous videos that I've seen for it, unfortunately, they're just out of date with how the system's changed, and so therefore I just wanted to give the most up-to-date video version of this and hopefully help you guys with this. So let's get into the video. So for anyone that doesn't know, Ezoic is a platform that you can use in order to get yourself advertisements set up on your website. This will allow you to start monetizing it, putting adverts on it, and basically earning money from posting your content on your website. It's a really, really good system. You can join straight away, but I don't suggest it. I personally would suggest getting a minimum of 20 to 30 posts on your page before you even consider getting yourself some advertisement on it. This is purely because they can decline you for having a lack of content, so I wouldn't personally do that. By the way, if you do want to join, use my affiliate link in the description in order to join. I do benefit from it, and hey, it's just a thank you for, helping you with this video. Now, say you have set it up and you just want to learn exactly what you came to this video for, which is disabling ads by page. No problemo. Let's get straight to it. First is first. I'm using a website which I just set up today, just got approved today, and so therefore I've just been working on it and sorting it out today. Go ahead and go onto Ezoic Ads. Brilliant. At this point, it will show you all the basics of different ads it will be showing on your website. You can look through that to your heart's content and just disable any dislike or anything like that. I typically use the plugin in order to do this, so I can see exactly what ads are showing on what pages and things like that. So if I click on one of these posts as an example, I just need to log out here, and then if I were to turn on the Ezoic activate placeholders, it will now show me all of the potential ads that I've got on the page. That's how I typically change the way I've got mine set up. It works really well for me. Right, now I'm just going to deactivate that and go back. Okay, so we're on the Ezoic Ads platform. So you want to disable the ads by page. Go down to Ad Restrictions. Click on Ad Restrictions, and this will show you all of the various different categories we're going to use in order to disable the certain ads by page. So first is first, you've got your max ads per page. This shows you how many ads you can have on any particular page based on the amount of words you've got showing on that page. So if you've only got 400 words showing, do you want it to show the maximum, which I believe is 30 ads? Do you want it to show 30 ads on a 400 word post? Probably not. For me personally, I like to go for around 8 to 10 ads for a 400 word page. In this instance, I'm just going to leave it on automatic because I think Ezoic's more than likely going to figure it out for itself, but we will see. We'll monitor it. That's our job at the end of the day. As for the rest of this, I keep it all on automatic, just nice and simple, does it. Okay, now we're going to go to look at categories, ad categories. So this is an interesting one, actually. This is where you basically decide what type of ads you want to show on your website. Now, the website in question here is a UFC/mixed martial arts website, which is all about fighting, right? So with fighting, you can kind of have anything on there, and therefore we're not really restricting it at all, but some sites you might be a bit more professional in aesthetics, and you might not want to have something like gambling. You might not want to have references to sex or things like this. So in that instance, I would actually say no, turn those off, keep only what's relevant to your site or potentially professional. It's entirely up to you how you choose to have that. Now we've done that. Now let's go to the exact thing you want, which is disabling ads by page. This is a really, really cool feature, and I was actually first introduced to this feature by a wonderful YouTuber called Carl Broadbent, and he had a really, really good video. It is slightly out of date just because of the way things have changed on the Ezoic ad system, but nevertheless, thank you very much for showing me that, Carl. To do this is really, really simple. Open up your website and go to the page that you don't want to show any ads at all. So for me, in this instance, I would say I don't want to show any ads on my About page. Okay, so now I would go to the top where the URL is, and I'd copy anything after the .com. So that for me would be /about/. So we're going to copy that and we'll go down to here, which is the Disable Ads by Page right there. And you'd very simply click New Rule and you'd paste in the About section there. Now, I don't need to save that because I've already got that saved, but I've personally disabled ads on my privacy policy, my /gear, so I don't want people to be bombarded by ads when I want them to be buying my affiliate links. Just doesn't make sense. Then I've got my MMA gear, and then I've got just a general MMA one as well. So all of these, I don't want ads to basically be shown on specific ones. For things like my homepage and my blog, I don't mind it being shown just once or twice, you know, right at the top of the page, like a thin banner, or right at the bottom of the page. I don't mind that so much, but some sites I wouldn't have any on my homepage. It's just this one in particular, I don't mind it because of the nature of content that we're producing is very much flexible to pretty much anything. Now, say you've done your disable ad by page, you're really happy with that. That's really, really good. Now let's look at the ad restrictions. Ad restrictions is effectively a rule set which allows you to block a certain ad on your page. You can use that if you want to. Personally, I'm not going to be using that. Advertiser blocker. Now, if you've got a specific advertiser you really dislike or do not want shown on your page, this is where you can stop them from being shown. You just enable the advertiser blocker and then select the advert you don't want to be shown. If you ever post any content which has some, iffy, what's going on here stuff, you can simply click on Google violations and Google will always tell you there. Same for objectionable content. You can find everything you need there. So I really, really hope in general that this video gave you some overall information and help on how to exactly handle that. If you do want to look into things like ad positions, you can look into those really easy. Ad types, you can look at these. Now, I would say, guys, one thing that I actually activated, I made a mistake when I first started. One of the mistakes I made when I first started was putting vignette ads on my page. And the problem with this is it drastically reduces the performance of your website, and it also massively hinders your audience who are clicking through your website. So let me show you an example. Vignette ads are basically when you go to, say, a web page and you click on something like blog. So you click on blog. Now it loads up between you clicking on your home and your blog. It'll load up a whole page that says this advert, and you have to click no in order to progress. This really upsets and annoys the user. So on a whole, I always avoid vignette ads. They're just really inconvenient. I personally think they've really ruined sites. If I ever see one, I usually click off that site immediately and I stop using it because it frustrates me to that point. And I think a lot of other people feel the same way. All right, and there you have it. I really hope that this video showed you exactly how to disable ads by page. Again, if you want to use my affiliate link to join up to Ezoic, then use it in the description. It is below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Theo Ramwell, out.